around? How is everybody on this fine Saturday morning? It's good to be here once again on another week, and my headphones are all sideways. For some reason, I like to have one ear covered and one ear not covered. I don't know why. It just looks like it's sitting on my face if I put it, there. So how is everyone? As always, we're going to jump into the chat and shout out those who have already joined us as the stream is starting, or even before the stream. And let's give it a shout out. So that music's going to go away in just a second. Let's fade it. We'll leave it in the background there. And right before the stream started, Lily True was here just after we posted the stream, saying hey. First in, as the stream went live. After that was KTP Wrestling. Welcome to the stream. And, of course, Wendell Live jumped in as well. XD Ghoul is in the house. Was Ranger something, and you've just changed your name just as the stream started. So that's interesting. DIY. I was going to say DYI. It's DIY Solar Homestead. Welcome to the stream. I see Wendell is in Maine this weekend. Little snow, little cold indeed. It's the opposite here. It's hot, sunny, muggy, steamy summer weather here in Brisbane. And who else we got here? We said New Orleans Girl is in the house. Welcome to the stream. And, of course, Sweeney Dunstan is here as well, the newest moderator on the team. Welcome, Sweeney, to the stream. Well, it's good to have everyone back for Creator Breakfast Live. We've got in the next 50 minutes or so, we're going to talk about creator stuff. We're going to leave it wide open for questions today, mostly. There's no real YouTube or creator-related news that I could find this week that was worthy mentioning. So there's no news segment today, so we'll leave it wide open. One thing I did want to talk about, and it might be in the title there, was all about what sort of changes are you making to your channel or to your whatever content you make in 2020. So we're going to get into that as well. And so make sure you share out the stream to other content creator people who might be creating YouTube or Instagram, or what are people, TikTok? I don't know how much I can help TikTokers out there. I've never used TikTok myself. But yeah, put it out there. Share the stream. Make sure you drop a like as well if you feel so inclined. All right. Well, we've done the welcomes. We've gone through. As people come in, I'll just say g'day to those people as well, because that's how we usually do it. Now, the first thing I want to share, which could have fallen into the news category, but I noticed it just as I went live. We're going to jump right on over to my iPhone. Let's see if this is working. Here we go. Straight up. It is working. Something new. When you go live on YouTube now, it not only sends out notifications and emails to your subscribers, it even emails you to tell you that somebody's just gone live on your channel. So hopefully it's you that's gone live on the channel. This is now live on your channel, and there I am. So that's a nifty little notification that YouTube's now sending out via email. So if you ever wondered if you're a live streamer, this is something new. I noticed a fellow content creator on Twitter mentioned that they had this come up earlier this week, so this is pretty new. I don't think I got this last week's stream, so this is something new since last week. So you'll get a little email telling you that you're live, just in case you don't already know. So maybe that's something that's going to help people with making sure that they've got some sort of notification that they've actually gone live. The YouTube has got their live stream signal, and they're pumping it out to their subscribers, to their viewers. So maybe that's what that's all about. But yeah, I thought I'd share that for those who might not have live streamed in the last week or so. Something new that YouTube is doing in regards to a notification. So let's jump back. All right, let's hit the chat. And remember, it's all Q&A today as well. So if you have any questions, creator-related questions, make sure you drop them in the chat. And as always, we like to mention at the start, the stream boss is up here. Now, this is the stream boss. Christina from 2 weeks ago is still the stream boss. She has full health. Anytime somebody subscribes to the channel or sends a super chat or that sort of thing, that sort of takes a hit out of the stream boss until they get to 0. When they get to 0, whoever makes them hit 0 now becomes the stream boss. So Christina Smallhorn is still the stream boss after 2 weeks. So just want to put it out there. If you're wondering why that's on the screen, I just want to explain it for everybody watching today. So there you go. All right. I'm going to hit the chat real quick. We've got Johnny Boy's joined us as well. He asked if, do you like chicken? Absolutely. I had chicken wraps for dinner. I had chicken wraps, Southern style chicken tender and wrap with some salad and, the wrap type contents, lettuce and tomato and some sauce and some lovely things. So yeah, I had chicken a few hours ago. So there you go. But yeah, make sure you pop your questions in the chat. And I see also that Zebra Spread is joined us and is speaking another language. So greetings, hola, or I don't know what language that is. I speak and read English myself. So as Sweeney says, yeah, you'll be able to participate better if you can drop something in English, because we're going to have a ready Google Translate feature on YouTube chat as yet, which has been nice. But then that's all good. It's just that nobody will understand you. That's the main reason. Wendell, hang on. Wendell did notice that when he did his live stream in the past week, so that's something they've rolled out somewhere between my last live stream and Wendell's live stream, so that's always good. Boom. And Johnny Boy has subbed. Welcome. Thank you very much for subscribing. Hopefully there's more content. Now, I do apologise. I did not put out a video in the past week. I did film a video. I have one in the edit and it's not finished yet. And I've got some tutorials in the works as well. So we've got content coming. Content is coming. But in the meantime, we're filling the need with a bit of a live stream. A bit of a live stream. So that's all good. Yeah, content creator related questions. Feel free to drop them any point during the stream. Now, the thing I wanted to talk about, something I've noticed, I don't know if you've noticed it, so chime in if you've noticed this sort of thing, is now we're in the new year, we're in the first month of 2020, it's January 25, I believe. For me, it's January 25 for another 50 minutes. For you guys, it's probably early in the day, January 25th. But what I'm seeing is some of the content creators I'm following, they're decided they're going to change things up a bit in 2020. I've seen who's seen Nick Nimmon's last 2 videos. Put a hand emoji in the chat, like a high five or a hand in the air. Drop that in the chat if you've seen either or both of Nick Nimmon's last 2 videos. Put that in there, and I just want to know if you've seen it and if you noticed some tweaks that he's done in his videos, and particularly those last 2 videos. Let me know if anybody spotted that. If you spotted that, we'll put it in chat right now. I just want to see if anybody's picked up on that. So Nick Nimmon is one. The other person I know is going full hammer for 2020 is my friend Viper, who does Viper Live on Friday nights, has a channel, Viper, the Man About Tech channel. He has a channel also called Vipe Live. That's a live streaming channel. He has a podcast called Vipe Drive. And he is going, last week or 2, he is going content creation heavy. He has recorded numerous podcasts. He is just going to town. And he has a goal of reaching 100,000 subscribers by the end of this year, which is a very, that's a very stretching goal to have, 100,000 subscribers. Now he's got just a few more than I have. He's just over 3,000. I'm just short of 3,000 at the moment. So he's sort of at my subscriber level at the moment. And he's determined himself that he is going to niche down on Apple content on his main channel, which is Viper, the Man About Tech, and he is aiming for 100,000. I like the hustle. So anybody, let's see, anybody in the chat noticed anything new about Nick Nimmon's last 2 videos? Because this sort of goes into this conversation about changing things up in 2020. While you're doing that, we're going to jump in the chat. A few more people have jumped in here. Wayne Carr has joined the chat, joined the stream, I should say, and the chat. Hello. And Austin is here. He says, how are you? We're good. I'm good, thank you. How are you? That one there is a hands up. Well, that's high five, hands up. That's the one you've got there, KTP. That's the one I was thinking of. So good there. So yeah, anybody has a guess as to that little tweak that Nick Nimmin has made to his last two videos? It's pretty obvious if you've watched them. If no one wants to has a guess, I will tell everybody what it is. Okay, his last two videos doesn't look like anybody's confident. His last two videos, he's added some extra. He started adding, because Nick Nimmin has been very light on B-roll, so he's added a little bit of B-roll, and he's added a character to his videos. His last two videos have had a character that's like his alter ego. His other character is like a gamer Nick that sits there and maybe heckles him from the lounge, if you could say. So he has a heckler on his videos, gives him a bit of grief. His last video was, of course, about dealing with trolls and haters on YouTube. And so it was quite apt to have someone sitting in the cheap seats giving him a bit of flack during his video. So he's added a character. He's added some B-roll. He's changing things up a little bit to see if we can freshen things up in 2020. Do you know? Put your hand up or put in the chat if you know any other creator that might be starting to change things up in 2020. Because I'm interested in how many are. I've got another one I'm going to bring up in just a second. Austin, will you be my YouTube subscriber? Let me tell you right now that you don't go into other people's chats and ask people to subscribe to your channel, because that's poor form. So poor form indeed. So just don't do that again. It's YouTube etiquette. YouTube etiquette 101. Don't ask for subscribers in other people's chats, because it's rude. Johnny Boy says he's added a character. Did you type that in after I said it? Maybe you got it in just before I did. I'm not sure. I didn't see when that popped in. But yeah, he's added a character. His character is Gamer. We can call him Gamer Nick or Other Nick. So it's him. He doesn't wear his glasses. He's wearing a hat. Some people in the first video confused him for being D. I thought he was D Nimmin and not just Nick. Not wearing a hat and not wearing his glasses, which I can understand. You get that confused with D. So yeah, 2020 people are actually starting to change things up. I don't know if it's just a New Year's resolution thing or whether it's something about the new decade, but I think there is something about being a creator that we need to reinvent ourselves from time to time. Who's ever experienced that? Like I'm doing it now. If you noticed on my channel, I'm actually doing a slight tweak to my channel. I might have mentioned it in last week's stream a little bit, but I've done a little bit more this week, and it will be reflected in coming weeks as I put out videos and content as well. And I'm going to show you that in just a second as well. Let's see, Triple Double TV has jumped in. And he's asking weird questions. We're trying to keep the questions to creator-related questions, not do you like, what's your favorite TV show? It's it's not a ask me anything. It's a Q&A on being on any creator topic or creator content creation topic, because that's what the stream's about. It's Creator Breakfast Live. We're talking about content creation. So, but Triple Double TV, welcome to the stream. And by the way, I don't eat Fruit Loops ever, and I haven't eaten Cocoa Pops in years. So I've had to choose of the two. I'd choose Cocoa Pops, just to put it out there, just to answer the question. I'm going to get to the next YouTuber I'm going to talk about in just a second. But Austin asks, how can I go live on my YouTube channel? Well, you can go live a number of ways. You can go live from your computer by going on your browser, going to YouTube, clicking the Go Live button, and just going live with your webcam right here and microphone, whatever you've got plugged in. You can just go straight live with none of this fancy stuff, but you can just go live, a little bit like going live from your phone. And speaking of going live on your phone, you can go live on your phone using the YouTube app. Similar thing. You go to You click on the Go Live button, which is up the top, where the little camera is. Will give you option to go live, and then you can just go live. And yeah, that's how. It's pretty simple. You can make it more complicated, like I am. You can get some encoding software. And Ecamm, I love the Ecamm update because we have a super chat. Johnny Boy has dropped 99 cents. Donated for his super chat. Let's see what the comment is. There a comment? Oh, because 99 cents, I don't think there's a comment option. Thank you for the super chat, Johnny Boy. Thank you for the super chat. Okay, I'm just going to hit the comments again. I don't know. I've lost my train of thought on where I was going with that. But good morning to Construction Cronies. Chris, good to have you here. Wendell says, I'm still on a learning curve. I started to add a bi-weekly live stream, which is in addition to my bi-weekly videos. My LS live stream is a little clunky, but I enjoy the learning process. Absolutely. Live streaming is a learning process. I started live streaming, I think, about a year and a half, 2 years ago. Certainly kicked it into gear at the beginning of last year, where I started doing a lot more of I started doing the Wake Up Show in this time slot right before Nimmin Live. And I also did some creator hangouts and some live streams in different time slots where I was experimenting with different formats. It's a process. Now, going back to the question about live streaming, because that's what I was talking about, I remember now, is so more complex. If you have a PC, you can use something like OBS Studio or Streamlabs OBS to set up your stream and put some nice graphics on the screen, maybe add some widgets like that, and like what we had up here when the super chat came through, different things like that. I don't know why that super chat didn't take a hit out of the stream boss. I wonder if the health just if it went down and then it recovered health. I'm gonna have to check the settings on that stream boss. That's odd. It would have only taken a small nick out of a 99-cent one. I think $10 actually knocks it out. If you did a full $10 one, it'll actually knock that person off completely. So it doesn't take too much to knock the stream boss off their perch, so to speak. But yeah, that is one thing. There is many options. Even on phones, there are third-party apps you can stream from as well, like Streamlabs Mobile, Prism Live Studio, and different ones like that. All right, back to the chat because I know there's stuff coming in. Austin says he's got 57 subscribers. Well, good start, Austin. How long have you been doing YouTube for? Let me know. Wendell says he's on Apple using OBS. Yeah. 1 second. I don't have a Be Right Back screen. I've got to do one thing really quick. All right, I'll be right back. And I'm back. Sorry about that. I just had to take care of something. You don't want me blubbering live on stream in front of the microphone. So, yes. Okay. Back to the chat. Wendell says he was using Apple and OBS. He's waiting for Streamlabs for Mac. Yeah, I'm not holding my breath for Streamlabs for Mac, to be honest. So, yeah. My recommendation for a Mac is if you're running OBS Studio and you've got it running. If you've got Catalina, there could be some issues. I know there was some problems when Catalina came out, but if you're still running Mojave earlier, OBS Studio is still good. I'm using a software called Ecamm Live. I'm on a Mac as well, and I swear by Ecamm Live. I use two streaming softwares, Ecamm Live for this sort of stuff, and if I'm doing interviews or having guests, I'll use StreamYard, where I can bring in multiple guests on my stream. So I use those two. And that's a web-based streaming platform, so you can use Mac, PC, Linux, anything like that. Anything that runs Chrome or a decent browser, really, is all you need. So, where are we in the chat? Is a YouTube app for iOS and Android? Actually, YouTube app is on both, and there's two YouTube apps. There's a normal one that you watch videos on. You can stream from that one. And there's also one called YT or YouTube Studio, which is sort of for the back end, for the analytics, for making changes to videos, things like that. Sort of the stuff that you do in your dashboard when you log in on a computer. You can do that, some of that stuff in the YT Studio or YouTube Studio app. Triple Double TV still asking the off-topic questions. What's your favourite food? I don't know. I'm really keen on burgers, and I'm keen on, maybe hamburgers at the moment. It does change. Where are we? Shelby's Corner is in the house. One of my other moderators, Nick Cage. Cryptic message there, Nick Cage. Oh my goodness. Okay, you go, Austin's been on for a month. Sorry, I must have missed that particular comment. Oh, well done for over 50 subscribers in a month. That's pretty cool. That's pretty awesome. That is excellent. So I was talking about another streamer, so let's just have a look real quick. I need to go to screen capture. Here we go. Let's go, and we're on. The one I'm looking at, do I have my marker pen? I do. Here we go. Is this one here? Linus Tech Tips. Anybody watch this video? It was a live stream that he did 2 days ago after his channel hit 10 million subscribers, and he did this. I haven't even watched this through yet. It goes for half an hour. It's very raw. It's not his polished production, not his polished weekly live stream that he has called The WAN Show. It's not his pre-produced stuff. It's just Linus Sebastian being very raw and real with people. And look at the title. This is a guy who's been like, pretty much owning YouTube in the tech space for many, many years. And he says, I've been thinking about retiring. You can see that this change of century, this change of year certainly has weighed on people. And certainly for Linus's case, he's reaching 10 million subscribers has made him reflect on what he's doing. Now, I know I haven't seen it yet, but in today's WAN show, or last night's WAN show, I should say, that he did his normal live stream. He did clarify that he's not actually retiring, but he's been thinking about it. And he did talk about it in more detail. But this is, there's a lot of introspection going on. I guess that's my point. A lot of introspection going on with content creators so far. So is that something that's happening with you guys in regards to being a bit introspective about your content or your channel or your social media or whatever that might be? Let's have a look. Let me get back so I can actually see the chat here for a second. So, what do you think? Let me know if anybody let me know if you've seen that video, that live stream by Linus, and let me know what you think about that and what you got out of that, and let me know what you have thoughts about content creators being looking back and looking forward as well, making small changes, small tweaks, as Daryl Lees would say, to their channels, to their content, to keep it fresh for 2020 and beyond, to do those things. So what are your thoughts? Drop it in the comments right now, and let's have a conversation. I'm going to dive back into the comments and see if I've missed anything. Now, Austin is asking, because we're taking questions as well, does the YouTube app for iOS have adults or kids? The YouTube app for iOS is just the normal YouTube. They have a separate app for YouTube Kids. Let me just show you real quick what the YouTube app icon looks like. Let me go to the iPhone screen here. Okay, so you can see that one. I've got the little area there. See that one at the top? It says YouTube right there next to Twitch. That's the main YouTube app. The one that looks like a cog underneath it is the YouTube Studio app. Now, I don't have YouTube Kids because A, I don't have young kids, and B, I don't want to watch kids. I don't watch kids content. I'm a little bit old for that sort of thing. So the kids app is something totally different, separate for accessing kids content only, for kids to watch with some parental controls and things like that. So, which I don't have on my phone, so I've never used it myself. But that's a whole other thing. So yeah, that's what they look like there. Those are the icons, those two that are on the left there at the top. All right. We've got more people jumping in. Pam's a pretty plants. That's a nice piece of alliteration there. I've always tried to think about the big picture of what I'm doing. Absolutely. Absolutely. It's good to have goals. Obviously, coming into a new year, a lot of people set new goals, like we were talking about Viper. His goal which is a pretty ambitious one, mind you, 100,000 subscribers by the end of the year. And, you know, if I made that my goal, like I'm at a similar sub count to him. If I made that my goal, I think I'd be freaking out right now. I'm a little bit more realistic. But, you know, his content is his, and he has a different audience, of course, to what I have. So, you know, my goals are different to his. Everybody's goals are different. Nobody has the same goals on YouTube. People do YouTube for different reasons. People do YouTube for fun. People do YouTube for their business, to build their business. People do it because they want to be helping people. People do it because they want to entertain people. People do it because they want to make money. So there's a whole bunch of reasons why people do YouTube. And Jelly Duck 100, sup? How's it going? Welcome to the stream. Everybody's coming in. Austin, how can I get more YouTube subscribers? Number one thing you can do is on your videos. I don't know what sort of videos you do. Maybe you can drop that in the chat. Let me know what sort of videos you do. But at least once in every video, tell people, if you enjoy my content, make sure to subscribe. Something simple like that. Don't beg for subscribers. Don't say, oh, please help me out. Do me a solid, because it's not about doing someone a solid. It's about people enjoying your content. If you want your channel to grow real effectively, you want subscribers who actually enjoy your content. You don't want subscribers to join for pity or for sub or for any other reason except because they like your content and they're going to watch your content when you put a video out or come and join your live stream, things like that. They're the sort of subscribers you want. So you basically want to frame it around, if you enjoy my content, consider subscribing or something like that. Or if you don't want to ask, you can just pop up a little subscribe graphic sort of partway through your video. Do one of those things in it, at least one or the other in each video. That's one simple tip. There are other tips as well, but that's a good place to start. Okay. Pam says, I really love Roberto Blake's secret channel. Yeah, that's good. A recent video about how YouTube should be hard because, yeah, I watched that today. That's an awesome video. I was trying to figure out what event that he was speaking at there. So I'm not sure, but yeah, absolutely. Alliteration, absolutely. I'm wondering how many people actually know what alliteration is in this day and age, but yes. Okay, Lilytree says, are tags worth doing at all now? Just uploading a video and they're even more hidden. Yeah, that's a question a lot of people are getting because now in the upload flow on YouTube, you basically got to like unhide the section that the tags are in. They're in a little bit of extra section at the bottom, and it does give you that vibe from YouTube that tags are less important. The fact that they still have an option to put them in means that they do have some relevance, and I think they do. But I think it's really for when you first publish a video that they're the most helpful. Once your video is published and it starts getting traffic, then YouTube judges your video purely on how it performs, which is really the reason why we want to get as many people to our videos as soon as we publish them, to show that people are interested in this video, that people like this video, and to keep people watching to the end, so that people, it gives that indicator to YouTube that people are digging it all the way through to the end. A lot of audience retention there. It means that basically if people watch to the end, means people are digging the video. So the more people that watch to the end, the more people are digging your video, the more YouTube's likely to say, hey, well, let's show it to a few more people. Let's put the thumbnail in their suggested lists on their homepage and the recommended page, and we'll see if they click on it, which is what makes thumbnails important and the title important as well. To just if YouTube does decide to show it to people, then if they do see that thumbnail, you want that thumbnail to be a good one and want it to attract that click. The title attract that click. A good looking thumbnail to attract that click. So yeah, which I've gone off the tags question now, haven't I? The original question was. So I still do tags. I still do my research on that, and I do it because a lot of my content, especially when I do tutorials and stuff, is what's called evergreen, and it does help with a search to a certain extent to have those tags there. But I don't go overboard. Like I used to try and get as close to the 500 characters as possible without going over, try and fit the most relevant tags in. But I sort of started, like probably in the last few months, dialing that back a bit and just putting the key tags in. Like I'll put my channel, like I'll always, every one of my videos, I always put my DHYT and Doug Hewson YT as my 2 tags. But then all the other tags are, of course, related to the video, which is what they should be. And that's all I do. I use Morning Fame to work that stuff out and do my research and to see what might perform the best on my channel if I like frame it a certain way or frame it with a certain phrase. So yeah, that's my uneducated advice on tags. I'm going to video everything local area zoos. Everything. Okay, cool. So like local zoo sort of attractions or what's in your local area. So it's like a resource for the town or for the area, for the state or whatever it might be. That's cool. There are quite a few videos like that. Penny says, I know YouTube mentioned recently tags weren't super important to the algorithm. That's right. Sort of, I alluded to that when I said they sort of help in the start, but then once your video starts performing, they base everything around what they've learnt about your video from how the video performs and from their own scanning of the content. Because basically, in this day and age, Google, YouTube, they scan the video. As you know, they auto caption it, so they scan it. They know what you're saying. They know what's in what content, what you're talking about in the video. So from that, they can pretty much ascertain what your video is about in most cases, and hopefully show it to the right people. Who's the CEO of YouTube? That would be Susan, and I'm not going to pronounce the last name because I'll probably butcher it. Shelby's Corner. I'd nearly call that self-promotion because you did a video on that during the week. Joe Mama has subscribed. Welcome. Thank you for subscribing. I'm not sure why my stream boss isn't updating there, but I might just open that up in the background real quick and check it. So now I'm going to jump to the next to have a look at some more comments. There's comments coming in, so we're going to get through the comments, through the chat as quickly as I can. And always when you want to go look for something is when you forget where those things are that you're looking for. I'm just pulling up. I just pull up that Streamlabs, which is running my widgets in the background there. I just want to make sure it's refreshed and working properly. Widgets and StreamBoss. How do I refresh it? Is there a refresh button here? Current StreamBoss is Christina Smallhorn. Oh, the health is actually down. Okay. There's a little bubble above it. It says 9,750 health out of a total of 10,000 health. So it is going down. It's just going down slowly. Okay, cool. Oh, yeah, I can see that now. I can see it. Back to the chat. Also, do you want the last cupcake? No, I'm good. It can't hurt to tag. Absolutely. It doesn't hurt. Even if it's that little bit extra juice, it's like the whole debate about should you do your own custom closed captions? Well, you don't have to, but it's probably a good idea because it might make it easier for those who have hearing impairments or those who watch videos with the audio turned down. It might be more helpful and be attractive to them video just to see that closed caption logo on the video. They go, oh, good, there's closed captions that are probably going to be reliable. I'm going to watch this video. So, you know, is it going to move the needle on your views? Probably not. But is it going to be more accessible? Yeah, absolutely. If you really insist section, I like that, Lily Tree. Make sure that you to tag your city or town social media in your content. That's a good tip. Have a few people in my city who did that, and now they get paid work for it. Yeah, that's a pretty cool tip. Yeah, because if you drop a like in the description, drop like maybe a hashtag for, say I'm here in Brisbane, Australia, so I'll go hashtag Brisbane or something like that, or hashtag Bris Vegas. I don't know. Find out. Yeah, you can go to maybe Instagram, maybe do a hashtag search, add a hashtag there. Of course, if you're doing video around content as well, just your regular tags, you probably want to have the name of your town or your city in there as well. Absolutely, because if it's related to the content, That's always a bonus. Why aren't my subscribers commenting when I upload a YouTube video, or upload maybe? Do you ask them a question to comment to? Sometimes it's always good that maybe once a video, a bit like the subscriber thing, is to maybe towards the end saying, ask them a specific question. It's a little tip. Ask them a specific questions like, okay, I've done a video on five best tripods for creators to use, and I go, which of the 5 was your favorite, or which tripod do you use in your day-to-day content creation? Make sure you comment down below and sort of frame it that way. So once or maybe twice if you do a longer video, just ask a question and then remind them that they can answer the question by going to the comments. So that's one way of getting comments, apart from being shocking or saying something controversial, which I don't necessarily recommend, unless that's the type of channel you're doing, of course. Oh, Shelby's Corner says, when I visit your channel, all I see is who you are subscribed to. That's interesting. And Barbie Lover's in the house. Welcome to the stream, Barbie Lover. And Johnny Boy says he's back. Welcome back, Johnny Boy. Please do not ask for subscribers in the chat. Okay, Sweeney's taking care of business. Sweeney is the moderator. He's on point tonight. He's my on-point moderator, and yes, make sure that you drop. Make sure you don't drop self-promotion in the chat, because it's not cool. It's just basically not cool. All right, keeping on the time, we're going to head on over and do the segment. We're going to take a break from the questions, but you can keep posting them, of course. But we're going to go over and do the segment we do every week. It's called the Live Stream Rundown, and I've lost my thing. Here it is. Oh, that faded out real quick. But the live stream rundown. This is basically the segment of the show where I invite other people who live stream on YouTube, particularly in the area of content creation, whether you talk about YouTube or Instagram, or how to use a camera, or how to edit videos, or anything like that. And I promote their live streams that are coming up in the next 7 days, before my next stream, of course. And so we're going to go through the ones I've got today. Some of the ones I have are here every week because they are weekly shows. So if you have one and you want it included in a future episode, make sure, as it says there, your stream can appear on this list too. Hit me up on my Twitter. My Twitter is Doug Hewson YT. And let's get to it. The first stream, and it's a stream I always promote because it comes on right after this stream, is at Saturday, 9 a.m. Eastern, which is in only about 20 minutes from now. And if you can guess who it is, it's Nimmin Live with Nick and D Nimmin. Of course, as always, coming at you 9 a.m. Eastern most Saturdays. So they're all getting ready to go live over in the Nimmin Live studios right now. And then tomorrow morning at an indeterminate time, because it can vary depending on what's going on, is, of course, D Nimmin and his mobile creators stream. He always talks about everything mobile creators, does Q&As, answers questions, a lot like what we're doing today, and more. Answers YouTube questions, content creation questions about how to do it on a mobile phone. D Nimmin, I highly recommend that. Now, you go D Nimmin on YouTube, you'll find it. For the Nimmin Live, which is on just after this stream, I will drop a link to that one right now in the chat. That is the link to Nimmin Live, which is coming up straight after the stream. Then, the next one I've got queued up for you guys is coming up this week. I believe, hopefully, got the time. I've correctly got the time zone in here correctly. Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern. I've tried to move stuff towards Eastern where possible. So when I say Eastern, I'm talking about the East Coast of the US. So if you're in a different part of the world, do your calculations. I believe this airs, for me, if you're in my time zone in Australia, East Coast Australia, non-daylight savings time, this will be on at Thursday, 9 a.m. So there you go. So Wednesday, 6 p.m. Eastern, it's a TubeBuddy stream, TubeBuddy Live. And this week's live streaming on TubeBuddy channel will be Dan Courier from Creative Fundamentals, who'll be streaming and talking about the topic of, which I've forgotten real quick. Let me have a look. I should have written this down, shouldn't I? He's talking about why YouTube is still a huge opportunity. That is the topic of this week's TubeBuddy live stream. Why YouTube is still a huge opportunity. So make sure you check out the TubeBuddy live stream over on the TubeBuddy channel. And if you just search TubeBuddy on YouTube, you will find it as well. Then one of my favourite weekly streams that I always look forward to is at 1 p.m. GMT, which is Greenwich Mean Time, UK time, in fact. 1 p.m. UK time, which is probably about 8 a.m. Friday for East Coast, just to put it out there, is what I like to call Free Jingle Friday. This is with Mike and Isabella Russell. What they do is they have a live stream where people in the first half hour can drop a script for a jingle or a voiceover, which is basically what a jingle is, a voiceover, a little stinger or whatever you like for podcasters, for YouTubers, for radio DJs. Now they can, if you pop them in the chat, they'll record a voice for you. They'll record your script subsequently through the show. And if you drop a super chat on theirs with your script, they'll actually produce it, which means they'll add all the sound effects and make it sound really smicko, as we say here in Australia. So that's Free Jingle Friday with Mike and Isabella Russell. On their YouTube channel, they also simulcast to Facebook and Periscope, I believe, aka Twitter. And the final one I'm going to mention for today is Friday, 6:30 p.m. Central, is Vipe Live with Viper. It was on last night. Pretty good show, as always. But Viper goes live. He always talks about tech things, but he also gets a bunch of content creators on there, and they can go for hours talking about anything to do with technology, content creation, YouTube. They talk about all sorts of things. He can have like 6 or 7 guests on at once discussing various things. So Vipe Live with Viper. So if you search Vipe Live, that's the name of the channel, and it's the name of the show. If the show is called Friday Night Vipe. Vipe Live is the name of the channel. Viper is the streamer. That is his name. That is his handle. That is the name that he goes by on the internet. And that's all I got for this week in regards to the live stream rundown. There we go. That's the segment. Let's get back to the chat as we do. We're getting a bit... Where are we? Ho, ho, ho. How far back up do I have to go? Here we go. Here we go. Paul Peck has joined the stream while I was doing the live stream rundown. Paul, welcome to the stream. Thanks for joining us. So, everyone's... Yeah, it gets some good advice, Austin, from the chat there in regards to your channel. So they're checking it out and giving you some feedback. It's pretty awesome of the community to do that. That's awesome. We don't always get to do those things live on stream. I know in the past, different streamers take a look at channels and things, but it's not always possible to do that sort of thing on a stream. But thank you very much for those who are helping other creators, and that's what I like about the community is creators helping creators. Hashtag Niminati, indeed. Where are we? Don't forget to give the stream a like. Thank you, Shelby. Pam loves the weekend live stream. Get all fired up. Yeah, this is my warm up to get into Nimin Live. So that's sort of why I like going live right before Nick and Dee, is just to get myself in the flow. Under these lights, I'm sort of getting a little bit hot and sweaty, being summer here, and I've got all the lights on. Okay, that's my link where I dropped the link for Nimin Live. And while I see that and I see my new profile picture there, I just want to mention I have a new profile picture, and I have updated my channel art ever so slightly on my channel, which I'm gonna pull that up in a sec. We're gonna pull that up in a sec. But I want to keep going through this chat. I want to catch up with the chat. How to prep pie crust? Pillsbury. I don't know what Pillsbury is. That's a brand of pie crust, is it? Name rings a bell. It must be an American thing. What a cool thing to do for people, the jingles. Yeah. I've been rocking with Mike and Isabella's live stream for probably about the past year or so. I jump on every week just to participate, just to hang out in the chat. They get a lot of radio DJs on there. They get people from all over the world. They have people from Australia. They have people from Europe. They have people from the US. People from Africa. People from Asia. They get people from everywhere on there. And yeah, they're recording free jingles. They're on there for like an hour and a half, 2 hours, doing all these things. Pam says, I subscribed to you because I saw you did a show before Niman Live. I get up early, so it's perfect. Hey, that's cool. Yeah. Sometimes I wonder, going at 8 a.m. Eastern, is that too early, particularly reaching the US crowd? But, I go on because, if I go like in my morning when people go up, that's sort of in the afternoon and evening for the US, and there's a lot of other people streaming at that time. Like tomorrow morning, I might get up and Roberto Blake might be streaming, or different people might be streaming. So it's not always, sometimes you don't want to stream when other people are streaming. Sometimes you do. Just depends on the audience, I guess. Midnight Madness 4x4 is in the house. Another mod has joined us here today. It's good to have a handful of mods in the chat. So it's good to have at least one, that's for sure. Welcome to, let's see if I can pronounce this, Birb Tortilla. And it says, do you know how to see your YouTube subscribers? I'm having trouble. If you go to your YouTube Studio dashboard, it should be in a real big number up in the top right-hand corner. That's probably the easiest way to find the exact number. On your channel, it should be appearing next to your profile picture, unless you've got subscribers hidden, and then it doesn't appear publicly. Sweeney says, the times work perfect for me as I'm most way through a 12-hour graveyard shift on Saturdays. Yeah. The old 12-yard graveyard shift, 12-hour. I really like how you guys work around each other's streams. My community does that too. Yeah, I'm liking it too. It seems to be a bit of a vibe because I'm here, and then Nick and Dee, they'll go for like 3 or 4 hours, and then after them, I've noticed video influencers are usually doing their stream. My friend Travis usually does his stream on a Saturday morning as well, sort of in that part after Niman Live's finished usually. So yeah, there's a bunch that I know are regular, and there's people who come on. I know Roberto sometimes streams on a Saturday, maybe on an evening, or just depends when he's available. So that it's good that it all fits together. Whoa, thumbs. I think I missed something there. I think I missed the thumbs. I don't know what I missed there. Thanks, Sweeney. And as always, one thing I forgot to do was to make my little countdown clock visible, which is my little reminder that I need to finish before Niman Live starts. I like to do this. I remember to put my countdown clock back on my screen, but I didn't turn it on. I was supposed to turn it on after I went live, so I had it there handy. But there you go. The joys of remembering how to use your software that you're streaming with. So there we go. I see. This is I like. So it should be I like your videos, not I lick your videos. So my brother got me to sub. Okay, James Robert 5. Thank you for watching and subscribing. Make sure you're only subscribing if you like my content. If you're not going to watch my content, you don't have to subscribe. You can just pop by anytime, But thank you. Burb Tortilla says, thanks. Just asking because I'm a bit new to YouTube, and can certain subscribers be spam because I don't know how I can get 3 subscribers within a week. Well, sometimes people subscribe for reasons other than liking your content, but you know, the fact that you're putting content out there is opportunity to get subscribers. Some people just are proactive enough to, hey, I like that video, I'm going to subscribe. So that's pretty cool when people do that. Sometimes you have to remind people to subscribe if they enjoy the content. Make sure to subscribe. Sometimes you have to remind them. But you know, the reasons why people subscribe is many and varied, and hopefully it isn't ever because you're doing something that is going to get you what I would call dead subscribers, which are subscribers who aren't going to ever watch your videos because, you know, they're a waste of time if they're on your channel and they're not watching your content. You know, it's sort of wasted really to have those subscribers. But don't worry about it too much. If subscribers go up, subscribers go down. Sometimes YouTube takes a few away because they close accounts. People get kicked off the platform for doing illegal things like sub for sub and different things like that. So from time to time, YouTube will remove subscribers. So if you ever have a subscriber count drop a little bit, that's probably what's going on. Burb is pronounced like bird, just for the B. So burb tortilla. Or burb tortilla because there's no space. Oh, James a Robber 5. That's what the 5 means. He's 5 years old. Welcome to the stream. Maybe I need a disclaimer saying this is not made for kids. Although I keep it family friendly. I don't do swearing on my channel. I like to keep it PG. Most cases we're talking about content creation, so you know that's the sort of subscribers we're looking for, sort of viewers we're looking for. Did I miss anything? What have I missed? Oh, here we go. I'm up to here, keeping up to the chat. And look at our counter clock's just over a minute away, so we're going to wrap things up in just a second. Use your words filter to pick out certain keywords spam users, and it will hold them for review before allowing them to be on your video. Absolutely. I've got a few in my word filter in the back end of my channel. And there are a lot of different suggestions of what you can put in there, but I think you just have to work it out for each channel and work out if something comes up that you're not happy with. Make sure you put that in your word filter, so then it will not show up publicly until you've reviewed the comment, which is pretty cool. RAFG, RAFG, hello, welcome to the stream. We're just about to wrap things up because Niman Live's starting in about 5 minutes' time. And we're due to finish up in about 30 seconds, but, you know, we sometimes roll over a little bit. Technical Raza is here as well. Sometimes when I click on the correct comment, the wrong comment comes up. Hi, hello, welcome to the stream. Hello, everyone, indeed. Okay, I don't know what to say, so I'm just going to tell a joke about butter. Wait, you might spread it. The joke's trying to flow here. And hi, friends, Technical Raza, hello. Sorry to say for those that have just joined us, we're about to wrap things up. We're about to hand off to Niman Live, and as I dropped in the chat before, I'm going to drop it again. Niman Live with Nick and Dee, they're going to be answering your YouTube creator questions over on Nick Niman's channel. A link that should hopefully take you there. It has just been dropped in the chat, so make sure that you go from here over to there as soon as we're done here. And hopefully I shall have a video out on my channel sometime before the next stream next Saturday. That's my plan. I've got one in the edit. It's a little bit of a rant about a company that looks after some live streaming features for a lot of live streamers. So I'm not sure how that's going to go over, but we'll see how that goes. I've recorded it. I'm trying to edit it, and we'll get that out in due course. We have a long weekend here, so I might have some opportunity to edit in the next 2 days. Well, everyone, it's good to thank you for coming past again. And as I like to always say, this has been Doug from Doug Hewson YouTube, and I'll catch you later.